Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm George and I am a reseller. That's my 9-5, that's my main source of income. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to talk about my YouTube journey, and the reason why I got into it was, one, to hold me accountable, but also to document my reselling journey, but also my financial journey. I started it in 2018, a long time ago, it feels like. I did reselling, and I built it up to a good kind of like standard, and then I got a full-time job, went away, COVID, came back, 3 years later, here we are. So it's kind of like all full circle starting over again. That's kind of like my mission in life, I think. Yeah, so at the beginning of 2022, I started doing lives, and I had certain goals. I was like, right, I'm going to try and do a live nearly every day or every other day. It's to keep me accountable. I usually work on my live streams. If you haven't seen them, you can pop in. We're all very friendly, I promise. And I do listing, I do pictures, I do all sorts. Yeah, so it was to keep me accountable, and it was to kind of like, you know, but I'm not stupid. I understand that YouTube can be a source of income if you do it right. There's a lot of people who have become very successful doing like YouTube and getting monetized and then making money off AdSense. So I wanted to talk about my YouTube journey so far, where it started, where I'm going, and YouTube as a stream of income, a revenue stream. In our specific category in reseller, I'm a tiny little YouTuber. I am a tiny kind of like, considering the amount of views that I get, I'm tiny compared to some other people. And yeah, I it's interesting to see how much I'm getting, and I'm not lifting the lid on them. I'm not exposing what they get. They can choose whether they show you what they get. I want to show you what I get from YouTube in terms of AdSense, and I've had it now for just over 90 days. It's nearly up to 100 days. Okay, so one of the ideas, and I think I've actually recorded myself doing it, I just need to go look back, but one of the ideas that I had last year in November, in 2022 November, that's when I first started to really write, okay, I'm going to do YouTube, and I'm going to do it for real, and I'm going to really try and put out as much content as I can. And I did, and I kind of worked out, thanks to something called Social Blade, when you will be monetized. And I think it was September the 15th I was initially said, so it wasn't that far off. I mean, it was September the 29th, so not that far off. So now I'm interested in, where do I go from here? Yeah, so this is my channel, this is the dashboard, what you come to. That's my latest video from the 1st of January, so like the other day. Yeah, let's just go into the analytics of this one, because it's kind of interesting. In like, what, 24 hours, I've got 192 views. See, I told you, I'm tiny compared to other people who get like thousands of views. So like, it is good, and it hasn't actually come up with estimated revenue yet, because it usually takes about 3 days to kind of put that all together. But if I go back and go into analytics, okay, so in the past 28 days, I've made £24.71. Ooh, that's £24 I didn't have before, so that's very nice. That'll pay for my phone bill. You know, I do put out a lot of content, and it is just me being a silly, and a lot of it, I am trying to be a bit more profesh, and I am trying to be a bit more, you know, structured and a bit more kind of relevant on my channel. Sorry, it's all about personal finance, my channel. Me, personal. It's my journey into becoming debt-free, but also my reselling content is the main kind of cord that runs through that. But YouTube is starting to pay now, so it is going to be a stream of income. It's a very tiny strand. I was monetized on the 29th of September. Ironically, I had a video that went semi-viral and got 10,000 views, but it was a short, and I'll come to that in a minute. It's really funny. Like, oh wow, I had a viral video. Yeah, but it only made like 30p or something like that. So yeah, altogether I've made £85 and 44p. Ooh, in my 90-day kind of like, well, I say it's more than 90 days now. It's nearly 100 days. It's 85p a day. I mean, it's not breaking the bank. Do I know that I can generate more income? Yes, you can generate a lot of income. My channel isn't about trying to make as much money as possible from the channel. My channel isn't about that. It's just a documentation. This is fine for me. Would I like it to be like hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds? Yeah, I bloody would. But I'm not an idiot. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know a lot of people aren't going to be watching my content, and that's, you know, that's fine. I like it if people watch it for enjoyment more than anything, and to build like a little community around it. That's absolutely fine, and I can see it, like the people that come in are amazing, and they're really like encouraging, and it's about like this reselling. The reselling community is very supportive, by and large, like 99.9% is amazing. It's one of the least toxic communities out there, and it's like, it's amazing. So, and they're very supportive. Now, £75 of that £85 is from watch page ads. That is when your AdSense money, when the little icon comes up, you know, the advert comes up and you can skip it. If you don't skip it, the longer you watch, the more ad revenue I'd get. Caveat, we don't get to choose where we put those, the mid-rolls. Like, you can choose whether you don't monetize or you can monetize, but YouTube will automatically put adverts on anyway, but it depends if you're monetized or not. Like, from like up here, I was pumping out so much content that was getting decent views, but they always had like adverts on, but I wasn't getting any money out of that, FYI, just saying. Yeah, so this is my shorts feed. And as you can see, £4.44. Ooh, this is that viral video. So I made 56p off of 10,000 views. Ooh. 70p. I did another one recently. I had another one that hit 11,000 views, and that was 59p. Actually, I had two. I had one that hit, here. Was it here? Yeah, it was here. 29p, and they both hit like 10,000, 11,000 views. And so, you know, I'm not making that amount. Like, a lot of people say, oh my God, you've done really well in that video. No. Financially, no. Views-wise, yes, and it's not really about that. I did it because it was fun. Like, that's why I did it. Okay, so super. I had my first super, and this, I think, one of my subscribers, you know who you are, you're amazing. You've been such a supporter, and you've been so supportive, and you're in, you know, the majority of our lives, and you're so kind of like encouraging. It's always nice to see you in there. And you gave me my first super live, and I don't want to discourage you. You're very kind. It was my Christmas kind of special. Like, it was just a game. We did dingbats. It was really fun. The video's on my channel if you want to look. And they donated £10, but this is the actual revenue that I got. So £5.84 of that £10. So Google took £4.16p of that £10, what he thought it was giving it to me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, huh, okay. So not the best, but at the same time, it's like, because they're taking like 40% essentially. But, you know, it is what it is. You wonder why Google's one of the biggest companies in the world. There's you have it. Okay, so there it is. There's the video. Merry Christmas, you dingbats. And it's basically, we did dingbats. We did Say What You See game, basically. It was really fun. It took me ages. I'm really proud of it. So go back and watch. But the only reason why I got, like, it says £6 there is because of the £10 donation. And obviously, I got, what was it, £5.84. So 16 plus, I think it was, what, about 18p? 18 whole pence was attributed from watching. So this one here. So that was a live video, and what you don't know about live videos is they are not monetized until you end it and click publish, and it uploads it to watch back. So when it's live, you're not actually monetized, but when you click publish, it is monetized. So you could have, say, like 1,000 people in your live and not get any revenue from it, but then you can click publish, and when people watch back, that's when they'll earn the money, basically. eBay is not performing. So this is a review of my October sales, and it's earned so far £3.99 off of 548 views, which kind of gives you a clue of what other people might be earning. If they're earning, like, say, 8,000, 10,000 per video, you can kind of do the math. I mean, it's obviously apples and oranges, it's very different, but how much money you actually get is dependent on how long a person actually stays and watches your content, and how many adverts they kind of click through or watch through, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so just because they got, like, say, maybe 100,000 views, 100,000 people might watch it for, like, 10 seconds and not earn anything. So, yeah. My second one, these are all the long-form videos. but this has actually become I published this in January of 2023. This video has actually been earning without me actually being monetized. But from the 29th of September, I've earned £3.37 from it. Off of it says 635, but I'm sure it was over 1,000. Yeah, so it's 600. So I've got 1,400 views. So this one had 1,400 views, and of those views, 635 of them have been monetized. So that's what these mean. Yeah, the Newcastle one, that was a really good video. I really enjoyed, like, filming that. This is Social Blade, and it's kind of like it monitors all your socials and all your like YouTube. Everybody's got one. You can just go onto Social Blade and then type in your YouTube name, and it'll come up with all your data. And because the data is public, that's how they get it. So yeah, it shows you the views and it shows you the subscriber count, but it also does future projections based on like trends. This estimated earnings is ridiculous. I mean, look how much it said I was at. £71 to 1,100. It's kind of broad. It's very broad. But I don't know. You never know. I've made 80 odd quid in like nearly 100 days, so 85p a day. Look, there's I've got 250,000 views so far in the history of my channel. 1,200 and I think it's 18 subscribers now, which is fab. It shows you how on a month by month basis how many views you get. And how many subscribers you get. But if I do this, of future projections, there we go. So my goal that I've put up on my wall, if you didn't see my video of my goals for 2024, at the end of 2024, I want to get 2,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. So that's almost like double what I've got at the moment. But if I look on Social Blade, in 12 months' time, I'll have 2,200 views and 1,317,000 views. What? Okay, so that can't be right, can it? I mean, this is when I'll hit 2,000 subs. That is on 10 months. So I think in the middle, it'd probably be about 9 months. I don't know why it doesn't just do it month by month. Yeah, video view. And it's also around the time where I'll get 1 million views. Ooh. My goodness. Right now, so I'm kind of a little bit ahead anyway. But I think 2,000 subs is a good goal. I think it's achievable, and I think just keep doing what I'm doing, but kind of to be a bit more structured, be a bit more professional, and doing more stuff like this, like peeks behind the curtain. AdSense money is basically how most YouTubers like cream a living, but there is also other ways that they can monetize their channel. And one of them is, one very successful way, if you do it right, is affiliate links. The power of affiliate links is incredible, and it kind of blows my mind. Now, I put affiliate links in the bottom of every video that I put out. It's just a generic kind of like reseller kind of like stuff like polybags, like a battery case, bubble wrap. And I don't really push anything like that. I just have it there because some people say, oh, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? So I have it there just in case. And some people do click on it, some people buy off it, it's, you know. And I welcome when anybody says, oh, but it's cheaper on this. I was like, oh, fab. So tell me, if you find like a product cheaper on Amazon, I'll change the affiliate link. So yeah, because I want people to have it as cheap as possible, but as quality as possible, do you know what I mean? So I don't really push it, but I just thought it might be interesting if I just show you how much I'm actually making. I got affiliated in March 2023, so it's not been long, it's been less than a year, and I haven't been pushing it, I've just been putting it in the listing. So let's just have a look. There we go. So this is a screenshot of my estimated earnings, and as you can see, I'm flourishing. Yeah, it says 39p. That's how much I made this month in December. But the grey lines, those are the clicks, so people who click through the affiliate links and not necessarily buy. But if you don't know about affiliate links, what they do is you can buy the products if you wish, but if not, if you go on to then buy other things, then I will get a very tiny cut of that. So one example was somebody clicked through an affiliate link of mine, didn't buy anything of mine, but bought, like, it just said video game. So they bought a video game. I can't see what they're buying. I can just see like the generic kind of like thing and the product. So it's like so I got like, I think it was like 2p over that. So it all like kind of like adds up. And obviously the more views you get, the more likely people are going to click. The more people likely going to click, you never know, they might stay on Amazon and buy something and then you get a kickback. So yeah, that's how it kind of like it works. And if done right, it can be very profitable. But what this was my December, 39 whole pence. I know. So I'm not really taking it seriously as I should. So yeah, this is over March April the 1st. So it was in March that I applied and I got accepted, and then this is when I started properly doing it. So this is like how much I've made in a year, a whole £9.26. But that's because I'm not really doing it. I'm not an affiliate link kind of channel, like pushing it. Lots of people do it through their they do what you can do, like in the UK, 100% of my income, if I just show you this, so this is this quarter, but 100% of it comes from the UK, because obviously I'm a UK seller. I put the UK affiliate links. You can put, I think, French ones, you can put Canadian ones, you can put Australian ones, German ones, American ones, you can put them like, I don't do that, I just do UK. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting. Like, it can be extremely profitable. There are other YouTube channels out there that will talk a lot more about this. We'll go into a lot more detail in how they do it, and it's just mind-blowing. Like, this is just my reselling kind of personal finance, very tiny little channel, and yeah, I've made a tenner in a year. Who knows where the future's bright. So yeah, it was very it's interesting because the other YouTube channel that I do kind of like work for, I was there at the beginning, and I still kind of like I'm ideas generator for them, and you know, I get a little chunk of money every month, and it's nice, but you can make thousands off affiliate marketing just for reviewing products. I know there's a couple of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube influencers that only review Amazon products specifically because they get a massive kickback through the affiliate market, through the affiliate links. And yeah, one of the big famous ones was, do you know that folding chairs? There was the folding chairs, and they extended out, and he just threw it out, and all the kids sat in them. There was like 6 seats, and they folded into a pack, and it's really good for like camping or like, you know, going out in like a picnic or something like that. And he did like a 10-second video, and it made him, I think it made like millions at the end. But yeah, so it was insane the amount of money and potential you can have through affiliate marketing. You know, my content isn't geared towards affiliate links, unfortunately. Maybe I should start doing that if it is meant to be making me money. Maybe I should just jump on the bandwagon and start reviewing products. I don't know. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you the reality behind that one, because YouTube is kind of like my main content kind of drive. That's where they are, and it doesn't generate a lot because my YouTube channel is tiny, as I keep saying. So yeah, just think what other people are making. It's incredible. Okay, so another way of making money from your channel, and another one that I almost did, was having a video sponsored. One of the most popular ones, which you've probably seen, is Zipsale. They're a cross-listing app or cross-listing website where you don't need me to tell you about it. You've probably heard all the spiel. And yeah, it makes it easier to cross-list onto other platforms. So it shaves off like a couple of minutes per listing, or like for a couple of listings. And it's supposed to take them down across the platforms once they've sold these items. Now, I've had a bit of a complicated relationship with Zipsale. I know there's been a bit of an issue with other people, but for me, there was a lot of bugs. Like, things weren't translating onto Depop or Etsy, or I think it was Vinted at the time. Yeah, there was a lot of issues being thrown around, and I know some people think that's why certain people got booted off of Vinted, because of the Zipsale app. And yeah, so people are a little bit skeptical of it. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're a good company, and I think that they are trying, to provide a service, and obviously they've got to get paid for that and everything. But I do think it's a little bit pricey for what it is, for something that you can do for free, that you can do relatively quickly and easily. And yeah, it's easy to just cut and paste onto another. So you just have it, specifically on your laptop. It's dead easy. I do it all the time. It's really easy. That's why I don't use it. It's not that I do not think that it is a bad company. I think it is a good company, a good idea. I just think there's still certain issues that can crop up. So this basically, on the 21st of March, I got an email, or I got an Instagram message, and yeah, it says, hi George, hope you're having a great week. This is from Zipsale, just for privacy, the #1 cross-listing software in the UK. Put that in. I'm looking for people who create content around their reselling journey to partner with. Our partnership program implies rewarding you for 1, bringing registered users to our product, or 2, creating content about our product. Would you mind having a 50-minute call to learn more about the opportunity? Now, here's the thing. I didn't really initially get back to them. I was a bit like, no, I don't think I'm ready. And then I kind of like thought, oh, maybe I am. I eventually talked myself out of doing it. But I did message back on the 12th. I'm really flaky. Apologies, I don't think I'm ready for any partnerships just yet. Thanks anyway. Now, you can see they did see it, but they didn't say that was it. That was the extent of the conversation that I had with them. So they didn't say, okay, no problem, no worries. They just was like, on to the next. So, like, look, do I begrudge anybody who does the sponsorship? No. I think if you do it, it's fine. I think somebody said that they got, was it like a couple of £100 for it? I think it was like £100 to £250. And they got, I think it was 6 months free of their service. I don't know. The benefits, I did speak to somebody about it, and they did get like a little bit of something. So, yeah, it doesn't mean like you can. I mean, I think it depends on like your audience. If you've got like say 40 to 50,000 subscribers, and you know your reach is wider. Mine at that time was tiny. I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers, and I have a feeling that they were probably only going to offer me a minimum amount, which is absolutely fine. But I was like, I don't think it's worth it. And the thing is, at the time, I was still had issues with it, and I didn't feel like I can't. When it comes to sponsorships, I have to believe in the product entirely, and I have to believe that I would use it myself in order to promote it. That's just me. I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people say that they do, and then they probably do for like a week or two and then just move on. I have to use it myself for a long time for me to actually say, yes, this is quality, I will refer it, blah, 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 blah. You get it. I just, specifically on reselling, because it is about making money, it's about kind of like, you know, I'm not going to sell my soul for anything. Even if every come to me and say, oh, we're willing to sponsor your video, would you like to do a collaboration or something like that? I'd actually be like, yes, actually. I use every single day, essentially, with my business, even though it's had a very turbulent history in terms of like, you know, customer satisfaction and how, you know, some of the things that have happened in the past. I would still promote it and I would still back it because it is the cheapest, it's the most efficient. I've had very limited issues with every. I've had a couple here and there, yeah, like we all have, but I've had more issues with the Royal Mail. Okay, so the majority of the content that I do for my channel is mainly reseller related, and it's mainly like, you know, car boots, charity shops, auctions, you know, eBay, Depop, Vinted, oh, you get it. But I am going to start doing other areas of where I can make money, and yeah, my YouTube is one of them. It's a very slender branch on my personal finance tree, or my 7 streams of income, which is another video that I'll be working on and that I'll be releasing in the future. But one of the other areas that I will be starting to talk about is like passive forms of income, KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, which is one of the things that I was meant to do last year. Did I do it? No. But now I'm kind of in a good place with my eBay, good place with my YouTube, that I can start dealing with it a lot more seriously. And so, yeah, the type of content that's going to be coming out about my personal finances, it's going to be coming in thick and fast. And it's going to be a little bit different from what other people who come to this channel really expect. You know, what solds, the eBay, the reselling side. It's going to pivot a little bit into my personal finances, and it's going to pivot into other areas of my income. Stocks and shares, yes, a little bit of crypto. But it's just my personal journey. I'm not giving out any information. I'm not giving out any advice. It's just me documenting my journey. And it's also, I'm going to talk about my debt and where I am at the moment, where it's been, where my debt history, and hopefully my financial future. That's another kind of video that's another area I'd like to talk about. But yeah, different type of content coming. Still going to be doing loads of car boot stuff, still going to be doing loads of reseller content, but like it's going to pivot a little bit. But yes, that's pretty much everything. Is there any other ways you can make money on YouTube? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's lots of people who have like made millions of doing stuff, of promoting stuff enough, selling things. YouTube memberships is another one. I'm not there yet. Merch, Patreon. I do actually have a Patreon, but I've kind of let it slip. So I'm going to have to start building that up a little bit. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.